I'm sure you've heard of the DoorDash girl. Apparently she's caught herself in a pickle. So there has been a major update. She may be facing some felony charges. I don't know a ton about this. I just know that she filmed a guy while he was butt booty naked in his crib. That's really all I know. So we can sit here and learn about this, learn about the lore, and see what's really going on.
A TikTok video seen around the world landing the person who posted in an Oswego courtroom today.
A DoorDash driver showing a naked customer accusing him of harassment, but getting arrested herself.
You gotta love it. He's naked doing nothing, and come on, bro. The stories write themselves.
2 months later, she's facing the charges. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan was there for her arraignment.
The Oswego City judge allowing News Channel 9 to record the proceedings. The first look at 23-year-old Olivia Henderson outside her popular TikTok page.
Their front door was wide open, and they were within eyesight of the front door, laying on the couch indecently exposed to me.
This is her last post, published October 26th, 2 weeks after her.
I don't know about y'all, chat. If a DoorDash person walked into my crib, I'd be madder than a hornet's nest. It's not your job. Like when I call and order Domino's, I don't expect you to walk it in and put it on the table. Knock on the door. If nobody comes to the door, leave it on the doorstep, dude. You should never go inside of somebody's crib.
Her now deleted video causing this controversy. Working as a driver for delivery service DoorDash, Henderson claimed she was dropping off a food order when through the customer's door, saw him on the couch naked. After posting her footage, she reported the incident to Oswego police as sexual harassment.
Some of the claims that she had made on social media after the fact were not in fact true.
Investigators determined the man, drunkenly unconscious on his couch, did nothing wrong. But he found out lewd images of him were published for thousands of TikTok users to see. So police criminally charged Henderson with 2 counts related to unlawful surveillance.
Good.
Court documents accuse her of recording, quote, intimate...
That is one big back lawyer there.
Big back.
Back as wide as a truck.
...parts without consent when he had a reasonable expectation of privacy.
And to all those that have been supportive of me during this time, thank you so much.
For as talkative as she's been on
Ain't nobody being supportive of you.
Stupid.
TikTok until now, she had nothing to say while leaving the courthouse.
Livy, do you want to say anything about what happened?
The judge gave Henderson her next court date. It's after the new year, in January. In Oswego, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
Join News Channel 9.
I mean, I don't know, man. It seems like if she walked into his crib, that's a big deal, dude. Like, you can't just walk into somebody's crib. It says, note the appearance of section 110 in front of the attempt to commit the crime, arrest charge. I don't know what exactly these mean, but are these felonies? I hope not, Melanie. You know what I mean? In my opinion, though, I think she should face some legal ramifications. I don't think you should be able to get away with this.
DoorDash girl Olivia Henderson is facing serious charges, and this story is getting wild. She is being charged with unlawful surveillance and dissemination of unlawful surveillance. She pled not guilty. She has a public defender, and her next...
You got a public defender? You're cooked! I knew that guy. I could tell by his back he was a public defender. Can't even afford a lawyer? What happened to all that TikTok money?
Next court date is believed to be on January 26th. Here's the issue. She recorded a man who was unclothed in his own home without his consent and posted it online.
If you're gonna record me, at least ask for my consent first, baby.
Also claimed that that man SA'd her. But the truth is, the man was unconscious and he never even saw her. She damaged this man's reputation and broke the law by recording him unclothed and posted it online. That is illegal under surveillance and privacy laws. This case really shows how desensitized we've become on social media, where it's easy to forget what we post can have real-life serious consequences. We all need to pause and think before putting someone else's private life online. Even the police officer on this case said the same thing. We need to pause and think about what we're posting before we post it online where everyone can see.
Right, I completely agree. That's why people are getting fired. That's why some of you guys, which I appreciate, thank you guys for reaching out on Instagram. Thank you guys for reaching out on, Twitter and things like that and asking, like, what's the baby's name, things like that. Like, we're keeping all that stuff private for us because almost every single day of my life I'm on social media. So the little bit of privacy I do have with Cass and baby Nichs, I want to keep that to myself. So you guys might not see pictures of the baby for a long time, just because we want to keep that to ourselves, and I appreciate you guys understanding that. So this is the alleged video. A man named Austin orders DoorDash, selects the option to order to leave it at his door, sees his DoorDasher, me, has a female name, falls asleep on the couch. She puts falls asleep on the couch with his pants and underwear to his ankles and his front door wide open in 59 Fahrenheit. I mean, it feels pretty good. If it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit, it feels pretty good outside. This is what I see when I have to leave the door. I don't know if this one's blurred. Let me double check, chat. Okay, so she basically saw him in the noodles.
Hey guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I reported my sexual assault. Hey guys, I just lost my job, and they won't tell me why. They're supposed to send an email immediately after deactivation, providing you the reason why and a link to appeal.
This is what I talk about when I say female victim fatigue. Like, chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I'm sick of this. It's the female victim fatigue epidemic right now, where women always think that they're the victim, and sometimes, like, we're starting to realize that they're the perpetrators and they're the predators, and this behavior right here is terrible, and I hope she gets held accountable. I don't hope it's anything crazy, but you know, you should have to go to probation. I'm not saying she should do prison time or jail time, but if you got to think about it this way: if the shoe was on the other foot and a guy walked in a lady's crib and started filming her butt booty naked with her Chucky cheekage out, more than likely he would get probably a year in prison or something like that. They would hold him to the wall on that. So I don't know. I think whatever equivalent they would give a man doing this to a woman, they should give her. I think it's only fair.
And they didn't. So I contacted support, and they made me sit on the phone with them for 50 minutes just to tell me that they can't tell me the reason why, and I have to just go ahead and appeal without knowing why.
Dude, you got to be dumber than a bag of cold dildos to not know why you got fired. Cold dildos, not even warm ones that have been used.
So my chances of getting my account back, they have my money in that account. I was working.
$13.12. I've driven for Uber back in the day. You don't make a ton of money with these things.
I was literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my sexual assault while DoorDashing. They just fired me, and the police are doing nothing. I lost my job, and that was my only way to make money to pay my bills. 3 days ago, October 12th, 2020.
Stupid, dude.
Stupid. That was my only way to make money to pay my bills. 3 days ago, October 12th, 2025, I was a victim of SA by a DoorDash customer while I was doing my job as a DoorDash driver. Excuse me if you've already seen this. This is my 3rd time posting this because TikTok keeps silencing me and taking my videos down and giving me strikes. So if I get one more strike, you guys, I'm just letting you know right now my account is going to be banned.
Oh, no. One more strike and it's over?
So I'm going to try to word this as chill as possible to avoid getting this video striked. So on October 12th, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door.
Okay, here's the thing. If he requested, and this is the 2nd time I've had this confirmed by you via text and now verbally out of your gullet. If a man requested to have it left at the door and you walked in, you are in the wrong.
I arrived at their front door. Their front door was wide open. Their lights were on.
You should have left it at the door and kept it pushing. I would have seen, hey, the door's open, boom, I'm going in. The last thing I'm doing is whipping my phone out.
And they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Man can't sleep on his couch with his wang out. Maybe it was hot. Maybe his balls was hot.
I got this on video, and I'm not even going to be posting the video clip anymore because I'm pretty sure that's what's getting me the strikes. But yeah, I reported it to DoorDash, and DoorDash did ban the customer. And then 2 days later, DoorDash banned me, which doesn't seem unrelated. I appealed, and they were supposed to respond to my appeal within 7 to 10 business days. They didn't even provide me a reason for my deactivation. They're supposed to send an email. They didn't. So I contacted support, and they told me to continue with my appeal without knowing a reason why. There's an option to select, don't know why I was deactivated, and then you still have to explain yourself. So I did. And within 12 hours afterward, they had already denied.
Bro, this girl needs to admit her hands be shaky as hell. Yeah, and I'm just set the phone down.
My appeal. So I'm really never getting my DoorDash account back. DoorDash deactivated me. DoorDash punished me for exposing my assaulter, and TikTok is currently punishing me for exposing my story time.
You gotta love it. The world we live in is where a man laying on his couch with his balls out is assault now. This is crazy.
And this is the only justice I'm getting, because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. So, hey guys, it's been a minute. A whole 24 hours, I know. But I have an update as of October 16th, 2025. But first and foremost, I just want to thank everybody for the overwhelming support and allyship that you've shown me. It's really making me feel so validated and seen and heard.
Birds of a feather flock together. If a bunch of idiots are saying, yeah, it's not something to be proud of, bro.
And that's really helping me through this tough time, so I just want to...
Yeah, me reading the comments on TikTok is really just pushing me through, you know. Come on.
Let you guys know I really appreciate the outpouring of support. So the update is, last night I was made aware, a bunch of people started commenting on my pages, that DoorDash made a public statement about me on their TikTok story and on their most recent Instagram post in the comment section. And I'm not going to speak too much further on details, but what I am going to say is I and the entire rest of the world found out why I lost my job at the exact same time. I didn't find out before you guys. I'm just letting you know this right now.
Stupid.
The people that saw their public statements and made me aware that they made those public statements knew why I lost my job before I did. Because
Bro, pull out a dictionary, look up the word oblivious, and it's her face.
Gotcha, bitch.
I went and I checked my email once I was made aware that they made those public statements, and they sent me the deactivation email around the same time they released the public statements, like literally within the same hour. So they sent me my deactivation email explaining my reason for being deactivated a whole 24 hours after they deactivated me, and a whole 24 hours after I already submitted my appeal, and about 12 hours after they had already denied my appeal. They finally sent me the email explaining why they fired me. So...
Dude, this is what I'll never understand. She's fighting so hard for a job that's really just considered a side hustle. Ain't that right, Loki? I've fallen at work and been injured. Oh, wait. I should call my lawyer.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan.
Hey, John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. It's Levi Nichs of YouTube. Can I get some cash, please?
Morgan & 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 Morgan.
Did you know that your injury could be worth millions of dollars? Morgan & Morgan is the largest injury law firm in America, and they've recovered over $20 billion for their clients. $20 billion? That's a lot of cash. The insurance companies tried to lowball me, but Morgan & Morgan was able to take my pain and suffering and turn it into cold, hard cash. It's almost a good thing I was injured. But wait. How much is Morgan & Morgan gonna cost me? You never owe them legal fees unless they're successful. So it's completely free unless you win? Yeah. Hiring a lawyer? That sounds like really difficult. It's actually super easy. You can just go to their website, and in a couple clicks, you can find out if you have a case. And you can literally do it from your smartphone. And remember, there is only one Morgan & Morgan. Wait, but it's two names though. How is it? Give me the script. Oh, both their last names. Okay, I get it. Okay, roll it. You can start your claim today by going to forthepeople.com/Levi, found in the description below. So if you're injured, you can trust Morgan & Morgan. Lokes, my man. You want some of this? Oh my god, I dropped some on the floor. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Free. Oh, just wait. Mr. Greedy, go to your place. Mr. Greed. Free. Sit, shake. Wait. Free. Good boy. Oh god, those stink. God, you know they're good treats when they stink. Wholehearted. Shout out to Frank from Kentucky. So chat, a lot of you guys were like, Levi, I like the new fits, which I appreciate. But y'all said, I gotta get a quarter zip. So hey, here your boy is, got a quarter zip. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Look at me. Looks good, huh? I got a brown one and a black one. Let me guys put you on game real quick. If you like clothes, but you don't like spending a lot of money, which is me, because I'm gonna wear this stuff for 6 to 8 months, I'm gonna be done. You can go to koofandy.com. I don't have any affiliation with them. I've tried to reach out to them to get like a little promo code. I don't. I wish I could. I love their clothes. But they sell a lot of like sets. Like this is a perfect set. Here, I'll even show you. I never do this, chat. But it's like an old money set. So you got the pants, you just throw some shoes on, quarter zip, nice and easy. Like that's like $50, this whole thing. And I got a black one, I got a brown one. I'm gonna wear the black one in another video. But I love Koofandy. The cool thing about this is a lot of it's polyester, so it's stretchy and it doesn't get really wrinkled, which I love. That is totally unrelated, and we're gonna get back off into this. Apparently there's arrest footage of this DoorDash girl. I don't know if this is real or not, but we're gonna watch it.
Stop, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Do you have anything better to do, you dumb fuck?
Oh my God.
You went from victim. This is why.
Bro, there's no way that can be real. There's no way that can be real, bro. Dude, I'm telling y'all, man, this is a face only a mother could love right here.
Shots fired!
What is that? Imagine coming home to that every day. Baby, I'm home. All right, here's an update from, I believe this is a lawyer.
Olivia Henderson, a.k.a. DoorDash Girl, was arrested today and charged with 2 felony charges.
Ooh.
And honestly, I'm not surprised by this. You cannot record somebody naked in their own home and then post it online.
Wait, I've been doing that for years.
For other people to see. And on top of that, she was profiting off the videos that she posted. And for all the people that were saying the only reason she recorded it is so that she can have evidence, that made no sense. It made no sense because she posted the videos online. Maybe if she recorded it and sent it to the authorities, that might have helped her out. But once she posted that man's body parts on the internet, as well as his full name and his address, she messed up.
She doxed
which I
him?
said in my previous videos. So yeah, now she has 2 felony charges and a court date coming up. Olivia Anderson, aka DoorDash Girl, just got arrested. But even with this new information coming out, some of y'all are still gonna try to spin it and say that she was the victim.
No way, Jose. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. She was not the victim. She was the assailant in this one. She was the perpetrator. Yeah, I don't, no, absolutely not. No, she's in the wrong here.
They just fired me! And the police are doing nothing! I lost my job! And that was my only way to make money to pay my bills!
Breaking news. This DoorDash girl who filmed a sleeping male customer and posted the video online has reportedly been arrested. For context, you might remember this clip, which summarizes exactly what happened.
Guys, so DoorDash just deactivated me 2 days after I could that their order be left at their front door. And when I arrived to their house, their front door was wide open. It was 59 degrees Fahrenheit. All of their lights were on.
I mean, 60 degrees is nice outside, chat. That's the weather you leave the door open, you know what I mean?
And they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles. This person's name is Austin and their
maybe he just got through with the poop jack sesh, you know what I mean?
last initial is N. I reported this to DoorDash and the police, and DoorDash luckily banned the customer, but the police are doing nothing. I also posted the video that I have of the proof to TikTok, and after a day and a half of it going completely viral, TikTok took down the video for suggestive content and gave my account a strike.
This was one of the most viral and divisive essay-related stories of 2025. The internet was split almost perfectly in half over whether her claim
As a man, I feel unsafe in this world. This makes me so happy. Hold her accountable.
counted as essay or not. Now, Livy Rose Henderson is facing felony charges for unlawful surveillance for
which I think is fair. You know?
profit dissemination of private.
Like, I think this is fair because, dude, if a guy was filming a woman naked in her crib, it'd be the same thing. It's peeping Tom.
Continues.
Just because he can't get arrested for what he did doesn't mean it wasn't fucking weird. Like, first of all...
Of course, it's the septum ring, chat, and the colored hair. This is the face of wisdom right here. This is the voice of wisdom. As long as you have multiple nose piercings and colored hair, I already know that what you're saying is going to be rooted in logic and have absolutely nothing to do with your feelings.
Y'all will never see me defending a man, especially for some shit like that.
They said leave it at the door. This door's open.
Should I leave or should I invade this man's privacy? Fuck it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So that's exactly what she did, though, bro. That's exactly what she did. Oh man, I don't feel bad for her. I hope she gets a little taste of justice here. But she's the victim. This is the whole problem with believe all women. We start doing this all the time, bro. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. All right, we're switching gears here. Let's get into some clips from X.
And remember, ladies, the whole plot is to be useless, self-centered, and selfish with your body. The game is to do less, give less, and require more. And remember, ladies,
this woman is straight up alone. Talking about do less. Goodness gracious, this is the dating landscape we're in, chat. This is where we're at right now. So apparently a woman says she is outraged because another man came up to her at the gym to talk about her tuchus meat. All right, let's see. Oh my God.
Big back, big back.
I don't know if I'm believing this story.
Might as well make this a series now and call it Booty Call or some stuff.
I can't even go to the gym. I had another man
Boy, okay, let me just stop you there. Ain't no man coming up to your big back self and trying to shoot his shot like Devin Booker. You got Vienna sausages for fingers.
Shots fired!
Okay? You built like a linebacker. Ray Lewis is jealous of this build. Look like you can hit the A gap like a mug. Stop it.
come up to me and fucking talk about my ass today. Today. This ought to be a fucking series by fucking now. I'm on the Stairmaster for 20 minutes, and I look up and I'm...
You're a liar!
You ain't doing that Stairmaster for 20 minutes. Stop it. I can tell by the build you're not on there for 20 minutes.
Man's walking right behind me, right behind my Stairmaster, like close as fuck, and gets on the one next to me. Cool, great. There's no one on the other 21s that are in the line, right? So he taps on my shoulder. Great. What the fuck does he want? Take out my headphone, yeah? You know, if you got on the treadmill, you'd lose weight or you'd get better endurance. Excuse me? Well, what are your goals? 30 minutes on the Stairmaster? Okay, what's your overall goal? What does it matter? Well, I thought I'd just say that with all that ass, you might want to get on the treadmill so that you don't lose it, because the Stairmaster's going to make you lose all that ass. The fuck you mean? What the fuck makes you think that that's okay to fucking say to somebody? Seriously? Seriously?
Not sure if I believe this entire story. It's not. I've been to the gym a lot in my day, and I don't see a lot of guys just tapping women on the shoulder, so I don't know about the validity of this.
The next one's gonna get popped in the motherfucking throat. Just wait, just wait. Y'all are gonna see my mugshot on the next
Nobody's scared.
post. Period. I'm fucking so tired of it.
Yeah, like it happens to you every day.
You're a liar!
Come on, baby girl. Stop it. Let's read some of the comments here. Here we go. Did this happen? No, but in yellow. I'll take things that never happened for 1,000. In the history of never happening, this is the most never happening to ever not happen. Then he knocked the cold cut out of my hand and screamed, "This is skinny country. It never happened." This didn't happen so hard that things did happen were unhappened. I should film my mental breakdown and post it online. No gym has 21 Stairmasters. This is a good point. No gym has 21 Stairmasters. Press X to doubt. Oh my God. Today on things that never happened. I'll take shit that never happened for 500, Alex. Oh my God. What is this?
I am fat as fuck.
Oh my God. They cooked her with this edit.
I am fat as fuck. Thanks for providing me with my EBT card.
The AI is getting too good, brother. Bro, this is crazy. That never happened. 21 Stairmasters, bro. Ain't no guy ever said that to you, man. All right, here we go. This is Red Flag Final Boss, the nails and nose ring theory. Here we go.
And I just want you to know.
And I just want to know, who did your nails? They are atrocious. Who gave you those ugly rings on your nose? And your forehead is shiny as a mug. All right, run it back.
And I just want you to know. As soon as I hear the word female come out of your mouth when you're speaking about a human woman.
No. I'm gonna keep it at that well. It's creepier to say human woman. Imagine a dude coming up to you and being like, yeah, there's a bunch of females at the function. It was cool. All right. But if a guy came up to you and said, yeah, there was a lot of human women. Like, okay. Let me stop there. One second for that. Let me try it again.
A human woman?
Okay, she called it a human woman, right? Hey, there was a bunch of females at the function, it was a vibe. Cool. I'm not alarmed by that. But if a dude came up to me and said, there were a lot of human women at this party. The function was full of human women. Look, what are you even talking about, bro? Human women is not as crazy to you as saying female. Good Lord, she got freaking candy canes on her nails. How do you even wipe your butt with that?
Nothing else you say will ever hold any weight or importance in my mind.
Oh no. Oh God, not you. I was really fighting for your approval.
You might as well just shut up.
What's so funny to me is that these women really think they're cooking like Gordon Ramsay when they get on these rants. Like, they're like, all right, girl, I am cooking. Like, I am cooking with this. Dating profiles and assumptions.
If they're always wearing a hat, they're bald or balding.
Okay. Maybe I'm balding, so we'll give her that one.
If they never smile or they smile like this, they're missing one or several teeth.
Not missing any teeth.
And if they're always wearing sunglasses, they have no eyes.
I don't think I have any sunglasses here.
None.
They have no eyes. The face only a mother could love.
Shots fired!
God forbid men just want to dress how they want to dress and do what they want to do. So I don't know if this clip will get taken down because there's some music behind it, but I wanted to play this because this is something that hits home for me. And this is why DEI is so bad, because especially it's white women that benefit from DEI the most. This is exactly why women should never be put in charge of a franchise. Their only focus is forcing diversity and destroying games and movies. This is Bonnie Ross, former head of 343 Industries, who took over Halo and ruined it. This is absolutely insane. I used to love Halo, and so I had to play this clip.
How has the fact that you're now running the show there affected the game?
Yeah, I think diversity does attract diversity. So I think we have a more diverse team than in the past, which I think the team actually really appreciates. And I also think that diverse teams do kind of create a more diverse output. Or how.
Bro, she just must have got her talking points from Kamala Harris. Diversity breeds diversity amongst a diverse team, and so we try to diversify everything that's been diverse. And if we can just be more diversal, then maybe we'll have a diversified diverseness,
Diverse thinking and innovation on where you're going. And so I think that having more women on the team, we have a lot of really strong female characters. We have a lot of really strong male characters too, and a really diverse character set that, I'd like to think that just the awareness of having a diverse team makes both males and females think differently.
Good Lord. The word diverse used 9 times in the span of 40 seconds. Yikes. Spot on. The boomers sold us all out and not just millennials. What are we talking about here?
I have never seen
Whoa, really loud here. Let me turn that down. Sorry about that, chat.
I have never seen the war that I am seeing between the boomer generation and the millennial generation. Never before seen this. It is unbelievable.
Really?
The amount of hatred between these two generations is unbelievable. It's really bad.
So what's the core thing they're fighting about?
Betrayal. The boomer generation really is a generation that believed that the template for success was a very specific thing. They themselves made all kinds of decisions that changed the entire framework and the landscape of this world and the society in a way that would not work anymore for what they did essentially when they were 20. So they sold an idea to the millennials. The millennials followed that ideal. Because of doing so, they fell off a cliff, basically, bounced themselves straight towards two huge recessions, didn't work in relationships. So all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, I trusted you and you misled me. And now I can never get what you got. There's no hope for the future. And now you won't step out of the position that you're in, where I'm convinced you're making decisions that harmed me.
Bro, it's a good point. This is multi-layered in my opinion. Number one, it's so hard for millennials to even buy a house. I think the average age of a home buyer right now is 40 years old. So when you think about that, that's much older than our parents. I think my mom bought her first house when she was like in her 20s or something. Like, it's crazy how much more expensive it is, number one. And then number two, I don't know about you guys, but growing up, my mom always told me, get a good job, get a good education and get a good, safe job. And then retire when you're 65. That's what I was taught. Get an education, get a good job. So when I was like, well, I'm really passionate about music, and my mom was like, and then everybody that when I started going to applying to college, they're like, so what do you want to study? I was like, I want to study music. And they're like, well, you're only going to be able to be a teacher. Music education's the only thing you could ever do. So I was like, okay. So they're like, become a music teacher. I was like, well, I love music. I don't exactly want to be a teacher, but everybody's telling me all I can do with music is be a teacher. So I guess I'll be a music teacher. That's really where it was. I got into music because I wanted to play music, but there's really no collegiate level course that's going to teach you how to be a musician and be a touring musician. I was a professional musician, and from what I learned in college, it was maybe a quarter of what I learned to be a professional musician, you know, like the playing aspect of it all. Did I need to learn children's literature? No. Did I need to learn music theory? No. Did I need to learn, you know, counterpoint? No, I didn't need to learn. I didn't need to learn how to play French horn on a 6th grade level. I didn't need to learn any of that stuff, but they force it down your throat because you're music education. You want to be a teacher, right? And so I was told, get a good education, get a good safe job. And then my mom always told me, bless her heart, love my mom, but misled completely. You always want to have something to fall back on. And I always hated that. I don't want to fall back on anything. I don't want to fall back on a job. I don't want to fall back on something. I want to fall forward. Denzel Washington talks about this. He goes, don't fall back, fall forward. If you're going to try something, you might as well try it because you're only going to be here for a little bit of time. It's not an infinite amount of time. It's a finite amount of time. You got maybe 75, 80 years if you're lucky. And then the last 10 or 15 of those years, you're really not able to work. So you got about maybe, 60 years to really grind out and work as hard as you can and set yourself up for a good future. Because let's keep it a buck. I don't think a lot of people want to work till they're 90. I don't. It breaks my heart when I go places and I see people in their 70s still working. I'm like, good Lord, you should be able to retire by now. But this whole get an education, get a good job is a lie. And it's not really what it's all about. And so, for me, I went to college, got my degree. By the time I was 24, I'd been in college for 6 years. And yes, Chad, I know I'm stupid. My professor even said, wow, Levi, most people that have been in undergrad for 6 years have 2 degrees. I just had 1. So I did 2 victory laps. I was in college for 6 years, but I knew I'd never go back because I hated school. But I also hated when people said, oh, I don't like college. College isn't for me. And I was like, well, did you go to college? And they're like, well, no. How do you know something's not for you? That's like saying, I don't like fried chicken. And I ask you, have you ever tried fried chicken? They're like, oh, I've never had it. Well, how do you know it's not for you, dude? Stupid. Either way, I did that. And at the age of 24, I realized this ain't for me, bro. I don't want to be a music teacher. This sucks. I was trying to be a music teacher in Austin. And if anybody knows anything about Austin, it's ridiculously expensive. So I immediately went and got a sales job and changed the trajectory of my life and did that for a decade, and now here I am, a YouTuber. So I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I just tried things. I tried Instagram. I tried being a professional musician. I tried being a rapper. Yes, I'm a failed rap career as well. But I failed at a lot of things before I landed on this, and then I got really lucky. And it's mainly because of you guys, so I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. Changed my life. Ain't that right, Lokes? You get all the jerky you could ever want now. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.